I just watched the movie one battle after another, and here's my honest review. It was phenomenal. I love how overly political it was. I really like the point of view. It was very based, but it was also unbiased when it came to the political views on what is right or wrong. It felt like it was being told by the cameraman. So the movie was way better than what I expected. After watching trailers, I wasn't too sure about the movie. I wasn't excited to go see it, but after watching it, I am so glad that I did, and it over delivered more than I could even expect. It was full of action, it was hilarious, the acting was amazing, and it was just overall a really, really, really good movie. So I just want to quickly touch on the beginning of the movie because I really like how they start at the beginning and you get to learn about the backstory of both Perfidia and Bob and then kind of why they end up where they're at towards the middle or the end of the movie. And because of that beginning, I got to grow a liking to Perfidia. Despite all of the wrongs that she did or kind of where she ended up, I got to see more of who she was and her character, and it did make me like her. So, I want to talk about characters. Obviously, Leo always delivers, so his character, Bob Ferguson, was amazing to watch. He was hilarious, he was super fun, he was, a cool dad. But he was also a terrible father. Not a good example as his father. He loved his daughter, but not a good example to follow. Well, one thing he did do right is he was overly protective, which is a good and a bad thing. It has its pros and cons, but in the end, he wanted to protect his daughter and he would have done anything and everything to make that happen. Colonel Lockjaw. There is a lot that I can say about him. His character was hilarious. He is the epitome of a military man. If you go to your local supermarket and you see a guy in the military, I promise you it's Steven. Lockjaw over delivered on his character. I mean, from the way he walks to his mannerisms to the action scenes to the way he delivers the lines, he probably was one of my favorite characters. He did a really good job of giving me mood swings. I really liked him. I felt bad for him. I hated him. I was angry. He did it all. Before I go on about the other two characters I want to talk about, honorable mention to Steely Dan because his music was in it and they mentioned him. And then Dijon. He is one of my favorite artists, and it was really cool to see him act in a movie. Every time Sensei was on screen, it was either super cool or hilarious. I mean, he's the most calm, cool, and collected character I've seen in a while. Last but not least, I have to talk about Tom. He is probably the baddest character I have ever seen. So he's part of the Christmas Adventurer Club, and they're basically a white supremacist racial cleansing club, which honestly was really funny to see play out. But Tom, he is driving this blue Mustang, and he's pulling up to Lockjaw like these. And he goes to this like the window's right here, and he goes to tell him to roll down the window. He rolls down the window. This guy is driving still, pulls out a shotgun with one hand like this, and pops Lockjaw in the neck, and then just drives away. And then Lockjaw is flying off the curb. He's flying off the road or whatever, and he's upside down. This guy stops his car, makes sure checks and makes sure this guy's dead, and then just gets back in his blue Mustang, and I think it's a Mustang or a Charger or a Challenger, one of those, and just drives away. Now it's time to give the movie a rating using the journey map. I'm giving this movie the rating Voyage. And here's why. This movie made me want to blow up a couple buildings in Florida, drive all the way to California. On the way there, my car goes off the road. I'm getting shot, and then I'm flipping over, and then I'm like near death. I'm not dead, but then I walk out the vehicle, and I'm like, my leg is gone. I'm bleeding. But I had a really, really good time.